and welcome back to Sex and the City Sucks. Is that the name of the show?
Sex and the City sucks?
Sex and the City Sucks?
Sucks?
A show where we couldn't help but wonder, does this show suck?
Mm-hmm.
My name is Deanna Ortiz.
I'm Jonah Jerkins.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited because you finally watched an episode of Sex
I finally
and the
watched
City.
an episode.
I can't wait. What did you think?
Do you want me to tell you at the end or do you want me to tell you now? Because the answer is I loved it.
Wow.
It was great. It was such a fun it was a fun ride.
First time ever watching it?
First time ever watching it.
Okay.
I went in with very low expectations. Mm-hmm. Pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Didn't love it.
Okay.
Maybe I loved it. I did say I loved it.
But we'll wait until the end to figure out if you think it sucks or not.
Right.
I'll ask you at the end.
I'm afraid because our last episode we talked about, you kind of gave me the gist of the show.
Yeah.
And then you said that it's good. The presentation is going to change.
Absolutely. Yeah, the pilot is nothing like the rest of the show.
I love it though.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fourth wall breaking. Give me more.
Oh my God. No.
I love it.
Everything you loved about the pilot is on its way out. Almost immediately. Because I don't know if you remember, we talked about last week, like Sarah Jessica Parker hated the pilot.
Right.
She hated it. And I'm actually with her on this. The pilot does, once you see what it could be.
Can you feel her hating it? I can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah.
You can, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, for one, Carrie Bradshaw's a fucking brunette, which is like so anti everything that I know to be true about Carrie Bradshaw. She's a famous blonde.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
And like, there's no fashion. There's no like the characters, they're still trying to figure out who they are. And I think that once the show gets going, they really do a good job with that. But right now I'm just like, I don't even know you.
Yeah.
You look like my friend Miranda, but I don't know who you are.
I don't fucking know you.
Yeah.
It is weird. It does remind me of like, when you first meet somebody, like in my mind, when I meet somebody, they look like a certain way. And then 2 years later, when I look at them again, I'm always like, that's not what I remembered you looking like the first time.
Yeah.
Like, our producer, Austin, I've known for over 2 years. He looks so different to me. I know people can't see him right now, but like,
I don't think so.
He just looks so different to me than when I first met him, which I love him. He looks great. He was a very handsome man.
I was a fat little piggy boy.
You weren't that fat. He's pretty fat. But like, he wasn't that fat.
57 pounds heavier.
I know.
And
he still weighs 380 pounds.
You liked that or you didn't like that?
I mean, I like him a little thicker, but like, no, he looks great now.
He sees you now and he cries.
I was trying since our last episode.
Yeah.
I've been trying to rack my brain about how you and I first met, and I cannot. I don't remember the first time we met. Do you remember?
No, I remember maybe we met at like Blind Bet.
Okay, probably that was a show I ran here in Chicago.
Yeah, at a show or at an open mic, maybe Three Dead Moose.
Yeah,
I don't ever think we were officially like, hello, nice to meet you.
Right.
But I do remember my ex would always go to your house for like your barbecues and stuff. And I was always working or just getting out of work. And like the last thing I wanted to do was go to a comic party. And so I was just like, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
But that is what I remember of like first learning about Jonah was like the movie collection.
Oh, okay.
Knowing about that and knowing about like Jonah has a bunch of fun parties on his, in his backyard and patio.
It's weird because like when you and I like became good friends, it kind of was just like, I feel like I've just like known her forever. Yeah. You know?
That's so sweet.
I know.
That is so sweet.
I know. I just like love talking to you so much. Yeah. I'm happy that.
And I don't even know when that started of just like, now we're friends.
Right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Like it feels like this, it feels like this, why I was thinking that, because it feels like this friend group is like that too. Where it feels like, because you don't really find out, I know it's only the pilot episode, but like you don't find out how they met each other. They just seem like they just always hang out.
Yeah, you're dropped right on in.
Right.
Which is that's kind of true. I just feel like we just kind of like, boom, yeah, we're here.
Yeah. Where you just kind of like come online.
Yeah.
But you've already kind of like accepted that this is the truth that's happening.
Going on.
Right.
That is true. And you do kind of find out a little bit more, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because you already know like their relationships as it is right now.
Right.
And you can tell for as much as I'm like, they're not good friendships, they are long lasting friendships. And you can kind of see that in the way that they talk with each other.
Right. Okay.
So.
Okay. I'm excited. I wrote a lot of notes.
Great, me too.
I have a lot of ideas. Not ideas, but a lot of
you
thoughts.
have pitches for Sex and the City season 1.
I have a lot of ideas for... is this not a pitch meeting for next week's episode?
No, I have bad news for you.
Oh, God damn it.
Really bad news.
Son of a bitch.
So should we start?
Yeah, let's start.
This is a pilot episode of Sex and the City.
Yeah, pilot episode.
Sex and the City starts.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
Which is called Sex and the City, I think. It's not right. The first episode is just Sex and the City.
I think so. Or it's called
Makes
Pilot.
Sense. Yeah. It's called Pilot.
So that's what a lot of pilots are, just like pilot, pilot.
I know.
It's the first one. What do you want from us? We're not going to name it. So the pilot starts following a woman named Elizabeth, who is an English woman who just moved to New York. She meets a man named Tim, who's an investment banker, and they meet at a gala in the classic New York way. That made me roll my fucking eyes.
Yeah, I liked. Well, first off, I have to say, because I'm coming from outside, I don't know the theme song that well.
Oh, okay.
The theme and the intro, very Dexter coded. Do you ever watch Dexter?
No.
It's like the same theme.
Really?
It made it seem like they're serial killers. It's right. Austin's agreeing with me. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's freaky. If you put those two themes together, it's like, to me, it felt like the same exact.
Okay, I'm gonna look up the Dexter theme.
Right.
I've never seen it.
You got what? Okay. Next. We meet
next
Elizabeth.
Season
is does Dexter suck?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Spoiler alert: we never see Elizabeth ever again. Like, spoiler, we've started the show with this woman and this relationship, and she is basically dead to us after the next 30 minutes. She meets this guy, they fall in love. He's like this big financial businessman.
Do you find him attractive?
No.
Right?
No.
That's what I wrote down. I go, all middle-aged men in the 90s all look the same and have a very bloated face.
Yes. And like, he was, even the ways that he was trying to be charming, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh my
dude.
God. Yeah. So did you catch that? Okay. So sorry, I wrote so many goddamn notes. So she goes, oh, this is kind of cute, whatever. And then she goes, where are you from? She goes, I'm from England, right?
From London.
I'm from London. And he goes, that's my all-time absolute favorite city.
He goes, wait, stop.
He goes, what?
Well, he starts by talking to her. He goes, I feel like I've met you before. Don't I know you from somewhere? And she goes, probably not. I just moved from London. And he goes, you fucking bitch. That's my favorite city.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
It's the stupidest pickup line in the history of the world.
The worst. And it's not like my favorite. It's like my favorite. It's my all-time favorite, mostest.
I love it the freaking mostest. I love it so much. It's my absolute favorite city.
Yeah. And then she goes, is it? And he goes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, he gets mad at her. He goes, you fucking whore. You dumb bitch. Yes, it is. Don't you dare.
And she goes, that's probably where you know me from.
Right.
But at the same time, she's a woman at a gala. Yeah, I'm going to talk to the guy who's like, don't I know you? I go, I guess. Where am I from? Chicago. It is the best city in the world. Thanks for bringing it up. You're at a gala.
You're at a gala.
Meet the rich guy.
Has that ever happened to you?
No, I don't go to galas.
No,
Can you believe it?
I know you don't go to galas, but like, I go to so many. But like, has somebody used that line on you? Do I know you from somewhere?
No, that would be insane. Well, I
feed into your ego because you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, people was like, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And if I think it's stand-up, I'm just like, I don't know, whatever, and they'll figure it out on their own. But I'm definitely not going to be the bitch that's like, "Do you see a lot of stand-up comedy?" Because if they go no, then I just go, "All right, I guess I gotta go."
Right.
What if I said, "Have you ever been to the Laugh Factory?" And they go, no," and I go, "Okay, well then I don't know how you know me."
Yeah. You're like, oh, you should go because I'm there all the time.
Literally.
Yeah. All the time.
Yeah. Well. I'm actually a stand-up comedian. That has happened to me before, where I used to wait tables, and when I was waiting tables, people would go, "Do you do stand-up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, absolutely." And then that's a very fun thing to do when you're waiting tables.
Right.
And then one time I was at the Lincoln Lodge checking people in, and someone goes, "You look so familiar." And I go, "Yeah, I actually perform here. I'm on the show tonight." And they go, "No, you're a waitress at the bunker room." And I was like, "Oh my God, kill me."
Like,
yep, you got me. That's me too, bitch.
You're like, yeah. And then you're like, tuna fish sandwich? Is that you?
Yep, that was you. Wait, yeah, no, that's absolutely me. Come on in, table for two.
What's the weirdest place you've been recognized? Because I don't know if people know this that are listening. You're a three-time Chicago's #1 comedian.
Probably at a spa, like a Korean spa.
When your like boobs are out?
Yeah.
Really? So you're like tits out and someone's like, "Do I know you?"
Yeah. And I go, "Yeah, here you go. Get a good look while you can."
Really?
Yeah.
You've been, oh wow. Okay.
Sorry, I guess I'm cool and chill. What am I going to say? No, don't look at me.
No, it's just weird that you're like, that someone recognizes you at a spa is my point.
Yeah. It takes all walks of life. Go to King Spa.
I mentioned this on a previous podcast, on an older podcast, but I got recognized. I got a concussion once.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. And I was with my girlfriend at the time. She was a nurse, so she was like really helpful and stuff. And I'm being like basically is set to get released. And this doctor comes by and he's like, all right. He's like, you've been here long enough. We're going to let you go. You can go sleep if you want. And then he goes, do you feel sick right now? And I go, no, I don't feel sick or nauseous or anything. He goes, okay, great. And then he's like, do I know you? Mm-mm. And I was like,
no,
I don't know. I'm like, I'm from Wisconsin. And he goes, no.
Do I know you from being from Wisconsin?
Yeah. And I go, I know that's how dumb I am. Yeah. Like, I live from Wisconsin. And then my girlfriend goes, well, he's a comedian. And he goes, do you run a show?
Oh God.
The Blind Bet, which we mentioned before with one of your exes. He goes, did you run that show? I go, yeah. He goes, are you performing the show a lot? I go, oh yeah, that's my show. It was a show I ran here in Chicago. And then he goes, yeah, I see you all the time. I go, really? And then I threw up all over him.
Oh, good.
Right.
And he went, wait, you actually, we need to monitor you more now that you've thrown up. Oh,
I was like, you know me? Like right in his face.
Come back, please. Come back to Blind Bet.
Not good.
So anyway, back to Elizabeth and Tim. They meet at the gala and they basically start dating. And in 2 weeks, after 2 weeks of dating, Tim takes her to go look at townhomes together.
Right.
Which is I don't even feel bad for her for what's about to happen because in what world are you like, this is the guy, I'm going to meet his parents after 2 fucking weeks. I'm like, yeah, you deserve to get ghosted. Right. You deserve this.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the ghosting thing's funny because they didn't call it ghosting. And this is like, did they create that? Create ghosting?
No. I think it is just like, well, he just stopped calling. And I think if anything, it would be like the slow fade because he does answer a phone call at one point.
Right.
But after they go townhome shopping, he says like, let's meet my parents. And then he slowly starts to fade away. And then 2 weeks after that, a month after she met him, she's like, fuck you. Yeah, you motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, bitch, what did you think was going to fucking happen? That what it is love bombing, but that wasn't a term at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. And she's complaining about, being like, we saw a place together. And then Carrie Bradshaw's like, honey, this is what happens around here. It does?
Love it. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even tell you the amount of times I've seen multi-million-dollar condos.
Is that happen?
No, okay. Absolutely not. If a man was like, come and see an apartment with me, I'd be like, good fucking life after 2 weeks of knowing you.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Because you're smart.
Yes. And I would assume this woman is smart as well, but it's just so naive.
Right.
But
also, I do feel bad for her because it's like he's just like, hey, let's meet my parents tomorrow. And she says, great. And then he ghosts her for a couple of weeks.
Oh, and then he falls off the face of the earth.
He's like, oh, sorry, hon. I got real busy. And then he's like, let me know. I'll get back to you. And then it's another
40-year-old financial like analyst, whatever. I'm like, yeah, cannot be trusted.
Right.
You're 40 years old? No, dude, get the fuck out of here.
That's back in the day too. Back in the day before like cell phones were really prevalent. So it's like, so it's just like if she didn't go to his house, like he could just disappear.
And if he didn't answer her phone call, that was it.
Right. There's no GPS. There ain't nothing.
Yes.
Right. You only had 40 numbers saved in your phone because that's all the memory you had.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You could only have a certain amount. I had a Nokia. It was my first phone. My grandmother got it for me in high school around this time.
Okay.
And you could only save like X amount of numbers in your phone. There was no caller ID.
Okay.
Right. So you didn't know who was calling you. And you had to like, if it was 20 numbers, you had 21 friends. You had to make some cuts.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And you could play Snake on it.
Oh, thank God we can play Snake.
Yeah.
But you can't have all your numbers in it.
Right.
But there's no caller ID.
No.
Man. So Tim ghosts this woman, and then we see Carrie Bradshaw for the first time getting interviewed by this woman. She's a brunette, which is so not the case in the rest of the show. I also made a note that the entire way that this show is shot feels very grungy. It just feels very like grimy and dirty. And I don't know what that is. Like her makeup is very like smudgy and smeared and just like her hair is wild and like curly. And it just feels very like different than the rest of the show. And Carrie basically tells this woman, yeah, bitch, welcome to New York. This is the end of love in Manhattan. And then she looks right at the camera and she breaks the fourth wall and she talks about, why love is dead. This does not happen past the third episode.
The part where she says that love is not dead?
Where she looks into the camera and talks to the camera.
Okay, I'm not going to hear that because that's my favorite
part. This
is
my least favorite part about the pilot.
You don't like that they talk on the camera?
Absolutely not. It's the craziest thing. It's a device that they use the entire first 3 episodes. It feels insane. It is so out of context, and also it's just like jarring to have her look at me and be like, "Huh, it's like, why are you?" It's kind of the same thing in like Ocean's 12, where they're like, wait, this woman looks just like Julia Roberts. I'm like, it is Julia Roberts.
Right.
So we can have her pretend to be Julia Roberts.
Okay.
And do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I know exactly.
Then like, that's kind of what it feels like of like, no, I know I'm making a TV show right now. So now I'm looking at you, audience, to talk about what the crazy thing that's happening on my TV show. It feels weird.
Oh, I loved it.
I don't like it.
It felt very personal, and it felt like the issue was inside of my brain. And I loved it. And you never seen the movie Alfie?
No.
Okay. That happens a lot, right, Austin? Producer Austin, have you ever seen the movie Alfie?
Yes. Yeah, it does. My question for you, Deanna, is that then this came out in 1998. Then in like 8 years, 6 years is when The Office comes out, where they start the norm of talking to the camera. And then ever since then, we have not escaped it. But it's not very prevalent. Whereas I know it's different. It's not like it's not like Deadpool, where in the middle of something he'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But that kind of started the trend of that. So do you think they were a little ahead of the game there? Well, like they had like a right idea, but they were just not in the right time yet to start pushing that kind of thing.
But at least The Office was kind of like, we'll talk to you because we think this is a documentary type thing. They're sitting down and being interviewed, where this, she just kind of like pops over and looks at you in the middle of while she's talking to so-and-so. It does feel more like Deadpool, but when Deadpool does it, I think it's weird too.
Okay. I like it. I like it more in this way than Deadpool, personally.
Okay, interesting. I think both are bad.
I just like it because she was like, oh, you think that? I think she was talking to one of the guys. Excuse me, she's talking to one of the guys once.
Don't cry.
I love it so much.
I thought he was gonna cry.
It was just so beautiful, and I loved it. And then she like walks away and then starts straight into the camera, being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a man today. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna." Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, dude.
Because now it starts, she breaks the fourth wall, and then we start all these interviews where we meet Miranda and Charlotte and Skipper talking about what they really want and talking about dating in New York and how dating is dead.
These are also the stupidest names I've ever heard in my whole entire life.
And then we get these two awful guys who we never see again,
they're not back at all. But then why do we need to know their names?
Exactly. Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? That's why I hate it.
Right. There's first off, they don't know what they're doing when they work out. That was very frustrating for me.
Yeah, they're rock climbing just in the same spot. It's so annoying.
Right. And then also they're like in the middle of working out while they're talking straight to a camera. And they're also just being like, bitches, right?
And what women want is Alec Baldwin. I loved that line.
I know.
So fucking funny.
Known killer, Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Jonah and I. Let's bring that in.
It's like, oh, I've seen the Baldwins and nobody wants that right now, my friend.
Wait, are we talking 90? Oh, 98 Alec Baldwin's hot though.
Oh, he's a hot boy,
That's Glenn Ross Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. But I think Alec Baldwin is what guys at that time think what girls want.
Totally.
That's what he said. And then he's like, I'm in my 30s, and now there's so many girls that want me now. It's like this mid-30s power flip.
Yes. I was
like, what are you talking about?
You're wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
That just goes back to like, even everyone in their 30s wants to date girls in 20s. That's that one guy who was like, I'm not dating a 35-year-old. We have to have kids right away. What a bitch. And you're like, what? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It was horrible.
We never hear from those guys again. But it is, I will say, even though I hate the fourth wall breaking, it really covers a lot of ground with like proving Carrie's point over this whole episode of like, can women have sex like men? Like how different it is from dating versus in men versus women. But yeah, those guys are insufferable.
They're trying to rock climb, and the guy, like, the one guy was a lot higher than the other guy, and the guy
really
below was like, "I'm down here," and he's just like, "Belay on, motherfucker!"
Quick, tell him about Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, tell him about you told me the Alec Baldwin thing. Like, yeah, I did. Did you tell me about the mid-30s flip? I did.
Okay, cool. Well, then we're done here.
Yeah, I did. And look at my long socks.
You guys don't ever want me to come back to the show? Okay, got it.
Oh, girls are the worst.
And so after those interviews, we cut to Miranda's birthday. Where that's also where we meet Samantha Jones. So it's the first time that we see all four of them together. And it's where they introduce the idea. Samantha says that she's going to start having, or people should start having sex like men. Mm-hmm. Women should start having sex like men, which is no feelings attached, get in, get out. The conversation is very fun and like, comfortable to me, but also I'm like, it's Miranda's birthday.
Yeah.
Can we not talk about her for a second? Instead, we're just like, anyway, I was fucking this 20-year-old and he never called me again and who cares? And I'm just like, can we just change the topic to be like, how was your day, Miranda?
Yeah. And the way that Samantha says it to me, it was just like, oh, this is a sad character.
Interesting.
Because then later on, not to jump forward, but like later on when she actually sleeps with that guy, there's that kind of like look she looks. Yeah. Or a second where I'm like, that's not what she wants. She actually wants.
Yeah.
She wants love. I was like, she's lying to herself. She's lying to herself in the group, and she's convincing the group to do what she does to make her feel better. But really, she doesn't want that. She wants love. You could feel it.
I feel that in the first episode, and then as we go on, I'm just like, Samantha Jones wants to get fucked. Like that is like as we move closer, like go on through the episode of the series, it's just like that comes back every once in a while, but for the most part, I'm like, this bitch just wants to get fucked.
Right.
And there's like a fan fiction or like fan theory that the real Samantha Jones in the Candace Bushnell's article is based on a gay man.
Oh, really?
Which I kind of see, but hasn't been confirmed. But it hasn't been denied.
It has been denied.
That's it.
But I will say something about our last episode that you mentioned, and you're right. God damn, everyone's smoking all the time.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised the guy didn't have a cigarette in his mouth when he was rock climbing.
It was fucking insane.
Crazy.
Everybody's smoking.
Everybody has kind of like yellow teeth.
Yeah. Yes. I noticed that too. Yeah.
And like when they're at dinner and they're all smoking, it looks like they're eating, like they're cutting with a cigarette in their hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, what a time back then. I'm so happy that's not around anymore.
To be smoking indoors. Yeah.
It's so weird how that was like everybody had cigarette breath. If you're made out with somebody that just whether they smoked, it's disgusting. It's not a fun time.
Yeah. Sometimes cigarettes are good.
You smoke?
No.
Have you?
Why do you want to light?
No, I don't smoke.
Yeah, I have smoked.
Okay.
I smoke like when I'm drinking. But,
okay.
But not indoors. Definitely not indoors.
You ever made out with a guy, rather smoke, and you're just like, ugh, what are we doing here?
Well, then I'm kind of like, wow, okay. It's like I'm smoking a cigarette, but without actually like any of the smoke.
Like I'm smoking through you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So through you, I can taste cigarettes.
Isn't that kind of romantic?
In some ways it is.
Isn't that kind of beautiful?
It's like the movie Together.
Haven't seen it. What year did it come out?
Just now.
Don't answer. Okay. Oh yeah, I got it. So they have this big idea, and Carrie's like, I'm going to remember this. I want to have sex like a man. The next day she goes to lunch, and that's kind of an ongoing theme of the rest of the show. Carrie, they're always at lunch. They're always getting drinks. They're always at dinner. They're always out spending money. No one's ever at work. Everyone's always out. And she's out with her friend, Stanford Blanche. Stanford is such a good character. I love him.
He's a gay guy, right?
Yeah. And he's an agent, and he convinces her, like, he's like, you got to, he's talking to her about all her new theory about how to have sex like men. And they see one of her exes, Kurt Harrington. What a fucking name.
What a name.
What an awful
all stupid name.
90s name. Stanford did call him the loathe of her life, which I thought was very funny and very catty.
Yeah, and like she's like, oh, he was just a mistake when I was 26, also 29, also 31.
You know what's so funny is that this actually is very Carrie Bradshaw to like keep making the same mistake over and over again. What's surprising to me is that we never see Kurt again, but outside of like this episode
with his tiny teeth and his big gums
and his weird open collar,
right?
Like he's so 90s. Like his name, his style, his
smoking with a gum in his mouth, Yeah.
So she goes over to him, and she's like, in the middle of lunch, just like, "Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? So good to see you." They have the most flirtiest conversation.
Yeah.
And she agrees to like basically they set up a sex date at 3:00 in the afternoon. Which is crazy. And then she goes back to lunch with Stanford.
Right.
Of just like, okay, great. Well, I have a sex appointment. I was like, if that was me, I would have left immediately because I need to plan. We need to get things in order.
What's the first 3 things you do?
What are you talking about? What are the first 3 things? Shave my legs?
Okay.
Wash my hair?
Okay.
Brush my teeth?
I don't know. That's why I asked you this. Yeah.
Like there's no way.
What's bottom on the list but still important on the list?
Oh, I will say this. She put on matching underwear and bra. Her bra and underwear matched. And I clocked that because I was like, who is this bitch?
Right.
That's setting up a sex appointment in the middle of lunch with her friend and going to this sex appointment with matching bra and underwear. She did not have a matching set when she left the house. There's no fucking way.
Okay.
Right? She's such a mess in every aspect of her life. And to be like, I need to have a matching bra and underwear set on. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
So low on the list would be that, but it would be on the list.
Okay. So that's okay. Because it's only there for a second. Take it right off. But like, it's the effort.
But I did clock it when it was like,
of course you did.
They were like doing the shot of all the fucking clothes. And I was like, Why they match?
Oh, yeah, because you noticed that. I didn't even.
Because she doesn't have any nudity.
No, because it's against her contract, like you told me.
And they hook up, and after she comes, she's just like, well, goodbye.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I like the flip of that.
Yeah.
Like whatever script where it's just like he goes on her and he's like, I'm next. And she's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's like, the middle of the fucking day, bitch. I gotta go.
Right. Yeah. And then what a power move.
Right.
Do you ever, I don't think I've ever once, I can't imagine just being like, you take care of me, then I gotta fucking go, dude.
No.
It seems weird, right?
No. I mean, I can't talk about this. No, we're not gonna go there.
Oh. No?
No, what?
Like you want to?
No.
Okay. Can I tell you one thing about Carrie Bradshaw I noticed?
Oh, okay.
In this, when she was flirting with him, I realized that sometimes eyes can be too blue and they're very scary. Because the light is right in her eyes. I'm like, those are scary blue.
When she's flirting with him at the bar,
yeah,
and like smoking and being like, I never thought I'd saw you again. Cigarette. We're not gonna talk. We're gonna fuck. I was like, this is not hot to me. This is like a scary, creepy woman.
Yeah, who says I have to talk to you again?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad that you agree and that you brought it up because I was just like, am I just like anti-woman or does this fucking suck? Like it was very weird. Like the energy of her walking up to him and being like, hey girl, yeah, good to see you. Who says we're going to talk?
Right.
I don't want to talk. I guess I'll come over. I'm not seeing anyone special. It was just like her whole vibe right then. I was like, ooh.
But I think because like right before that, she goes, it's about women giving up on love and thriving in power. And I think that makes sense for that because that's her like playing a role of being in a position of power.
Yeah.
Because she was. And then I think it's like, no, I'm gonna be the guy in here, right? I'm gonna be the aggressive one. And I think that's a nice thing that's kind of cool about, I mean, I don't know this because obviously I'm not a woman, but it seems like with women too, like that you can be like that and it's more attractive than when a guy is overly being, because if a guy did that same fucking bullshit, it would be maybe in the 90s a little different, but now it would be like, that is aggressive, that is creepy, like you can't do that. But if a girl does that, that's the power that women have right now. It's pretty sweet.
Well, I also think
you can be abusive.
That power that she has in that back and forth is like her asserting her dominance for sure, but also like taken in the wrong context. I think it could be just as creepy as a guy. If Kurt Harington wasn't into it, I'd be like, oh, this woman's laying it on extra thick.
I know, but that's the thing is like when you have scary blue eyes,
you
can kind of get with anything. I wish I did smoke.
Eyes can be too blue. It's very funny.
Eyes can't be too blue. I wish I did smoke because then I could do that thing, like the power move of taking somebody's cigarette from their hand and smoking it and being like, no, we're going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because she does leave him her cigarette afterwards.
It's his cigarette that she takes.
Oh, I thought she had her own. Never mind.
No, she takes his cigarette. She goes, what do you mean we don't have to whatever? It's kind of like we just shared those fluids. Guess what?
Ew. No.
That tongue that's on that's going to be my cooch in about 2 hours.
Gross. No, I hate that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nightmare. No.
Yeah.
I didn't clock that. But she leaves. She hooks up with Kurt Harington. She walks outside in the middle of the afternoon, having just had sex with a street full of people and children and everyone around. And then she bumps into somebody. Her tiny little purse falls on the floor or on the ground. And
with not a tiny amount of condoms.
Out spills only makeup, lipstick, and condoms. Like that's all she had in her fucking bag. So stupid. And who picks it up? But Mr. Big. That's our first intro to Mr. Big. He stops when nobody else would. What a hero.
Yeah, helps her out.
Picks up all of her condoms and gives them to her. And then that's it. She's kind of like, oh, thanks. And he's like, yeah, no problem. She walks away. He waves at her. And that's it. That's the only interaction that they have.
Right. That's the thing about shows where it's always like, they're always like, I mean, we're going to meet again because this is a television show.
Yeah.
Right. That's like the things in movies that frustrate me, or even in shows when they're just like, when they first meet and then they're like, hey, can I take you out sometime? And then the other person goes, yeah, call me. And they walk away. They never exchange numbers. And you're like, how the fuck did you know?
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
Or pick me up at 7. You didn't know. I didn't tell you my address.
Yeah.
Why is this happening right now? This is crazy. The 90s were crazy back then.
And he's like, I'll find you.
Right.
And he does. He does find her.
He does find her.
Which is insane. I have so much we'll get to that.
So let me tell you about that. I want to talk about that because one of my favorite things happens so they're at a party later on, which we'll get to, but then he notices her and then he waves hi and then she waves back, but she says hi out loud. And they're like, he's like 200 feet away.
Yeah.
I always laugh when people are just like, when someone like waves from a distance, someone goes, hi.
Yeah.
Like they didn't hear you.
Yeah.
You look like a psycho. Because then her friend goes, do you know him? And she goes, oh no. It's like, why would you say hi to him like that? That's creepy.
Because I want to fall in love with him.
Right, it's a good
yes. It is. So she sees Mr. Big, meets him for the first time, keeps walking. She then goes to another date, or not a date, but like another lunch, whatever. She's getting coffee with Skipper. She's always at a fucking restaurant, this bitch. I mean, honestly. Skipper tells her.
That's New York.
And that's New York.
That's New York.
We love to spend money at restaurants. Mm-hmm. We love it because they're so cheap and affordable. Skipper tells Carrie that he hasn't had sex in a year, and he asks if there's anyone that he could set her up with. And Carrie's basically like, you're kind of a little bitch boy, but also you can go out with my friend Miranda. And if I was Miranda, I'd be so upset that my friend was like, you should meet this little bitch boy.
Right.
Like, Carrie knows that they're not going to get along, but she sets him up anyway.
Okay.
With Miranda.
So I'm Miranda. You're Carrie.
Hi. Hey. Oh my God. Oh, we're all going to the club tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. My friend's coming.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I think you guys would really, you should talk to my friend Skipper.
His name's Skipper?
His name is Skipper. Yeah.
Is that like short for something?
I don't know. I don't really talk to my friends that much.
Skipper.
I work with him.
Is he a captain of a boat?
No, but he has glasses.
His glasses? Does he like Gilligan's Island a lot?
Probably.
Skipper. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of that nerdy type, so he probably does watch a lot of Gilligan's Island.
But he's like cute?
He's so nice. He's a nice guy. I wasn't supposed to tell you that.
Carrie, is he cute?
Sure.
Okay.
See? Like, if you'd be like, I'm not meeting your fucking dork ass pussy friend.
Right. Yeah, if I was like, Deanna, you gotta meet my friend, you're gonna love him.
Yeah.
Right. And I walked in and it's Skipper.
Yes.
Right.
I think
Who's
Skipper
got wavy long hair, glasses, looks like he just got done jerking off to anime. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yes.
I don't know. This is the thing that frustrates
me. Gooner.
A gooner?
Oh, a gooner.
Oh, we're learning so much. Yeah, it looks like Austin.
He looks like a gooner.
I'm kidding. Austin's very attractive. Austin's very attractive. Yummy.
Shut up, guys. With your giant ass notepad.
Ha!
I know. I'm like, I'm analog.
Laughing secretly when he holds it up and it just covers his whole
What's
body.
next on my list?
Oh, is it covering my face? I'm not used
to it. It's genuinely funny because I like the contrast between the iPad and the giant notepad.
Okay,
sorry,
I know.
Continue.
Mine is more sleek and cool.
I know. When Deanna walked into the notepad, I was like, fuck. With the iPad, I was like, damn it. I was going to transfer over.
All right, Skipper, go ahead.
Yeah, Skipper. Is that my name now? Don't call me Skipper now.
I won't call you Skipper.
I don't understand. Here's the thing is like, I consider myself a pretty nice person in general, but I don't think I'm a little bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know why in these shows, like they're like the assholes are always like, oh, that guy's so hot, and they're a piece of shit. For instance, that guy's like, yeah, it's my favorite city. She goes, is it? Yeah, it fucking is. Okay, it is my favorite city.
Yeah.
And then they're like, ooh, I like him. Ooh, I can't wait to look at a $2 million place in 2 weeks with that fucking psychopath.
I actually love this guy.
Yeah, and this guy's like. My favorite thing was like, what did Carrie say? She goes, what's the first thing you notice when you see a woman? And he goes, I don't know. And then she goes, pussy.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I was like, oh my God.
Oh no, I hate that sound. It makes my ears hurt. I'm just a little boy. Yeah, he's just like, that's a bitch. That's a little bitch.
I do like when girls talk like guys. When they're like, oh, what's the matter? You don't want to get some pussy right now? You're like, yeah.
Also, that feels so unlike her. It just doesn't feel like.
It felt aggressive. It felt like her. Because that's the pilot episode. It felt like kind of what you said. It felt like it was her being like, I don't give a fuck about this job.
Yes.
It's improvised.
Right? Oh, yeah, exactly. That's just like, I'm just going to say this.
But they always make the nice guys be bitches.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it also, in that conversation with Carrie at the coffee shop, Skipper kind of has this vibe of like, incel, not all men, of like, I'm actually a nice guy. Nobody wants to fuck me because I'm a nice guy. It's like, no, there's a lot. I've had lots of guys been like, well, I guess you just like assholes, so that's why you don't like me because I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that is true, but that also isn't all mostly true.
You can be nice and also charming and like
and not a fucking
fun
loser
to be around.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess the thing is like if you are just like, no, it's just because I'm nice. It's like that's not why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the idea that like, oh God, I missed out on a nice guy. It's like, that doesn't mean they're a good partner. Like, do you ever watch Fuckboy Island? FBI Island? Okay. That is like a show where it's a dating show. Nikki Glaser hosts it.
Yeah.
And there's half guys that are quote unquote F boys, and then there's other half guys that are nice guys, and they have to figure it out. So when they vote somebody off, the guy has to tell them. And so the whole show, they're not hitting it off again. One of the guys is very like kind of dorky, like Skipper. And then they're like, you know, Skipper, you got to go. And then they're like, I'm actually a nice guy. And they're like, no, I always miss out on the nice guys. It's like, because the guy's a loser and he's not fun to hang out with.
Yes.
And
that is so.
You need to vibe. You can vibe, baby, vibe.
That is all the exact energy and vibe that it has at Chaos Nightclub when it looks cool and like whatever and like very 90s, but then you cut to like Miranda and Skipper talking and I'm like, this is so awful to watch. Like she's running circles around him and he's obviously getting off on it, but it was just like, I hate this conversation of like, oh, you're only talking to me because you don't think I'm pretty. And he's like, no, I think you're pretty. And she's like, well, then you don't think I'm interesting. And he's like, no, I think you're interesting. And she's like, huh, well, I guess you think I'm nothing. Like it was, it's just insufferable to watch. Just
on
like,
both ends. He is so hard. Yes. And then for her doing that is hard to be around.
Yes.
When you're just like, that's how I had that reminded me, I had an ex-girlfriend that would, when she would get drunk, she would argue like that.
Oh God.
A lot, where it was just like, whatever I say is wrong. Right? Have you ever been in a relationship like that?
No.
Never?
No.
You just have perfect relationships.
That's not true.
Okay.
But no one would ever argue with me.
Well, you are very scary. I mean, I'm afraid to do this podcast with you because I'm afraid you can get mad at me.
Oh my God.
And I don't want you to turn on me. But it would just be like, I'd be at a bar and I would like take a little too long, order and drink. I'd come back and my girlfriend would be like, where the hell were you?
Oh.
And it's like, I was just getting a drink from the bartender. Like, oh, because she's hot, you're flirting with her? I'm like, no, I'm not trying to flirt with her at all. I was like, she looks like your sister. So that's weird. She's like, oh, so you want to fuck my sister now? It's like, no, I don't find your sister attractive. Like, I just want to be with you. Well, a lot of people think I look like my sister. You saying that I'm attractive? Like, no, I mean, you're not. You're so hot. It's like, oh, so I'm hot, so I'm not interesting. It's like, it did turn. I've had that conversation where you can be attractive and interesting. And you can also be
attractive and
uninteresting and unattractive, like Skipper. So it's...
Yeah, and she's running, like, she's just like talking him in circles and he's like kind of enamored with her because he thinks that he's going to get fucked for the first time in a year. It's just like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Also, my favorite part leading up to them going to Chaos is that Charlotte, the art dealer, has a date with a man named Capote Duncan. A classic New York name.
Great, yeah.
And this guy is taking her out to a gala again. Or the opera or somewhere. They're going out where she needs to wear a fancy dress.
Yeah.
And that's why she couldn't go to the nightclub with her friends.
Right.
Even though that's where everybody is.
Right.
And it's true. Everybody's at Chaos. Miranda and Skipper are talking to each other. Samantha's there. Carrie is there. And Mr. Big is there. And that is where they see each other again for the second time in a day or two. I don't know. Samantha sees Mr. Big and says, that guy is the next Donald Trump, which made me laugh really hard.
I wrote that down too, where I'm like, man, what a difference a couple decades makes.
Honestly.
Right.
And Samantha sets her sights on Mr. Big and she's like, I simply must have him. And that's when she turns her charm on to go and try and fuck him. And he turns her down.
Shoots her down.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm like, this is a sad character. Right? Where I'm like, it's like, she's like, oh, I have all this confidence and she gets shut down all the time because she's like being a little too needy, I guess.
Too aggressive.
Needy, but too aggressive.
Yeah. I also think that like she shut it down and she's like, well, I can find don't worry, I'll find somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Which she does.
Which she absolutely does.
Right.
Because Capote Duncan and Charlotte leave wherever they were, the Symphony of the Gala, whatever.
I'll give you $5,000 if you name your first kid that name.
Capote Duncan?
Capote Duncan.
$5,000? I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say, of course I'll do that. And I was like, shit, I was kind of kidding. Okay.
No, I'm gonna need $50,000.
$50,000?
Yeah. To name a human?
Capote Duncan?
A joke name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did for $50,000.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, he was gonna give me 5 and I was like, oh really, 50, that's it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How bad would the name have to be before you're like, we gotta go up higher?
I don't know, probably like fist butt fuck or something like that.
Okay.
Then I'd have to
What was that name again?
Fist butt fuck?
Fist Buttfuck.
Yeah, I wouldn't name my child that for any money.
My name's Fist. What's your last name? Buttfuck. My name's Fist
Ortiz is the last name.
Fit Buttfuck Ortiz.
Yeah,
it's got a ring to it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that for any money.
Fist Buttfuck Ortiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jonah, I'll pay you $20,000 if I can name my kid Jonah Jerkoff Black.
Yeah, sure. I don't think that hurts my feelings. Why?
No, it's supposed to be a slight at you. I think you're seeing it wrong.
No,
Jonah
I don't
Jerkoff.
think so.
So when my kid's like, "Why would I name this Papa?" I'm like, "Well, this guy,
Papa.
Why did they call you Papa?
well, this loser."
Papazi. Yeah.
This loser. Why did they add the loser part?
Sorry, you're just kidding.
This loser, I paid $20,000 to.
Yeah, I'm like, and then your kid goes, so you paid them $20,000?
You had to use your likeness.
And he
I
went,
can.
Not now, Jonah. And then he slapped. He's supposed to be able to hit somebody named Jonah Jerkins.
JJ.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Wait, so
Capote Duncan.
is there a number that isn't high enough?
Oh, we're still on this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Also, is anyone else thinking that they wrote it as Duncan Capote, but then when in the script it got flipped somehow and like a correction, they're like, no, you know what? Let's keep that.
Yeah.
Because it definitely Capote's
Yeah.
a last name and Duncan's a first name.
Yeah. But Capote sounds like
It's a serial killer.
such a
Or
cool.
it's a killer.
It's such a cool name.
Capote, you think? Are you being serious?
no,
Are
I
you
think
being the you're being the
for this character and for like watching it on TV to be like, of course there's a man named Kurt Harrington and of course there's a man named Capote Duncan. Like
right.
what
And people name their
names?
kids Skipper.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I also love Miranda kept calling him Skippy.
I know he's a Skipper. He's
She's
okay,
like,
whatever,
I don't
Skippy.
fucking care, bitch.
Yeah. That kind of scares me.
They Capote and Charlotte leave the gala and he's just like, you gotta come see my art. And Charlotte's an art gallery curator.
Mhm.
Of course she wants to see this. But Charlotte is the hopeless romantic of the show. She believes in love. She doesn't believe in what Carrie and Samantha are doing of like just fucking guys and getting the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
She's very redeeming in that way. She's also very waspy. So she goes back to his house. She tells him, no, thank you. And he goes, I'm going to call you a cab. Calls her a cab and he gets in with her. And he's like, I'm going to Chaos Nightclub,
Mm-hmm.
which is insane.
Right.
You are a rich man. Send Charlotte away in the cab and get a separate cab
Right.
to go to Chaos. What are you doing?
And the flip he does right before when he like says her goodbye, it's a really cute.
Yeah.
And her answer is cute too because he goes, "What are you doing Saturday?" And she goes, "On a date with you." And they kiss, and he's like, "All right." And then he starts getting like antsy, and he's like, "Move over."
I gotta come right now.
Yeah. And I loved how he was like, "I respect you, but Daddy needs some sex tonight."
Yeah, and it's like, whatever, fine, I guess, but like, pretend.
Right.
You've already lied to Charlotte all the way up to this point. Get a different cab going to the nightclub. Why are you being so frugal right now to be like, I guess I'll go to Chaos, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really insane.
Okay.
An insane thing.
So I think this is makes sense for this podcast. I've mentioned it on a podcast before, but I have to like, I don't think I ever told you the story. It's about a friend of mine who went on a date with this guy. And
You have told me this story.
I did.
The steak story.
Yeah. I have to say it again. Okay.
Keep going.
So it just reminds me of those guys where you're just like, what are you doing?
You should tell the story so that people know.
I'm going to tell a story.
Oh, great.
I'm
Okay,
just saying,
never mind.
I'm
I was
prefacing
like,
it.
why would you end it already? Okay.
I'm prefacing it with someone being like, fine, why don't you tell a story?
That's fucking psychotic.
It's psychotic, right? So in this story, which is similar, I think, in the same vein, is this a friend of mine goes on a date with this guy and she's having a great time. It's a great dinner. He's drinking a little bit too much than she wanted, but it's still fun. So she goes to the bathroom and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up dinner. And she picks up the dinner. She goes to the server, picks up the dinner, comes back, puts down the waiter puts down the check and she signs for it. And the guy's like, wait, what are you doing? And she's like, I got this. And he's like, well, I'm supposed to pay. That's my job. And she goes, why don't you pay the next date? Like, you're in. Which is like great line.
Yes.
Great line.
Yeah.
Great. She's crushing it right now.
You have to get the next one, I guess.
And then he goes, no. We're doing another date right now. And he takes her on, he makes her go on another date to a different place. He gets hammered. He pays for all the dinner. And then another
steakhouse, right?
Another steak place.
Incredible.
So, and then she's like, I'm not hungry. He's like, no, you need to eat. So he pays for her to eat. And then they go back. He gets an Uber and he's like, I'll take you home, make sure you get home. Okay. And then she's like, okay, see you later. And he's like, you're not going to invite me up? And she's like, no. you're a little too drunk and I don't know about the end of the night. He goes, but I paid dinner for you. Like that's the whole reason is to use that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Insane. I feel like after he was like, we got to go to second dinner, I would leave.
Right.
I'd be like, oh, you're insane. And I'm going to get a cab and leave.
Right.
Or I'd be like, I'm going to get my order to go. And then I'd sneak out the back door.
Yeah. And then she also gave you the green light for another date.
Literally.
Which is also like totally like, hey, you're good to go next. You're probably going to get laid next time.
Yeah. And that's the thing is like with Charlotte, she gave him the okay. And then he still was like, I'm going to fuck this up in front of you. Right. He could have gone to Chaos and taken Samantha home, but he also could have done it without getting into the same cab as Charlotte.
And he wouldn't have been wrong for doing it.
Exactly.
Because it's like their first date or whatever.
Absolutely.
Right. It's just like the gall.
The gall. Just ego to just get in the same Uber cab. Like he shows up to...
He goes, scoot over.
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
Go on, bitch, move.
Scoot over. And he's like, Daddy's getting fucked tonight.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I was almost impressed with the honesty, I guess.
And also it's like, okay, he shows up to Chaos. He's feeling desperate. Samantha's feeling desperate from being rejected by Mr. Big. They find each other and she ends up going home with him after he uses the same line that he used on Charlotte of like, come see this new painting I have.
Right.
And that was the moment when they start hooking up where you see that kind of like longing in Samantha's eyes to be like, maybe, because he says, I have an early morning, so you can't spend the night. And which honestly, for me, I'm like, good.
Yeah, but you could tell she wanted him to say, because she goes, yeah, I do too. You know, and then,
I gotta leave too. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
there's a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think she's looking at the door? Like maybe we should go now?
No, I don't know. To me, it kind of felt like, oh, is this what it always is? Yeah. And then her face kind of softened to be like, let's do this.
Right.
But this is a minute of like, here we are again.
Yeah.
Also, it's so funny when guys are like, with me, like, yeah, I can't spend the night. I always go, who said you could spend the night? Who are you talking to that tells you can spend the night at my house? Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope it's okay, but I can't spend the night. I don't want you to spend the fucking night. I want you to get the fuck out of my house. I wish you weren't here right now.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, no, I do say, who told you could spend the night?
Really?
And then we laugh. Yeah.
Like flirty? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went, yeah, okay. And I don't want people to spend the night. It's just like.
Are you don't like that?
A casual hookup? No, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Or like if like I'm at a guy's house and he's like, you can sleep over if you want. I don't want. Right. I want to get my stuff and leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too much. What are we gonna do? It's like, it feels very performative.
Okay.
For like a casual hookup to like be there the next day. And I'm going to say this and then walk it back immediately. But to be like, oh, and like we can get coffee and we can do this. And I'm like, we're not going to do all this because this literally happened. This guy was like, spend the night and we can get coffee in the morning before I have to go do all this stuff. And I was like, I don't really want to do that because it was like a first or second date. And then I like never heard from him again. And I was like, yeah, that's why. Because you think this is what you should do of like, and then we'll get coffee in Wicker Park with all the other couples. And it's like, that's not what this is.
Right.
Yet it could be, but right. I don't know you.
Yeah. And you're making it seem like you want to get the coffee and then you don't ghost me. It's like, I was already ghosting you.
Exactly. That's it. The feeling of like, no, I'm into this. And then go, okay, if you're into it, then like, we'll go out again. And then he's not into it. We never go out again.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, you kind of like want to like almost pet him on their leg and be like, listen, you have a pass.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to do that.
And like, if you want to see me again, we can go out again, but like, I'm not going to spend the night.
Right. Like you're not going to hurt my feelings.
That's all to say. It was like, it's just like a casual friend that I've been hooking up with. I spent the night at his house and then in the morning he was like just gone. And I knew he had to work in the morning, but I definitely, and like it's close enough that I could be like, yeah, he's gone. But at least I thought he'd be like, hey, I'm leaving, like, good night. Or like, hey, I'm leaving, like, you got to go, whatever. Because I was like, well, when you get up, I'll get up and I'll fuck off, like, whatever. But then I woke up at like 10 o'clock in the morning and I was like, oh, where am I? And I sent him a text. I was like, why didn't you wake me up? Like, why didn't you like even like say goodbye? You didn't even be like, hey, I'm out of here.
Right.
I was just like, no, I'm just like in your home with all your stuff?
Yeah.
I could steal something.
The trust.
Yeah. And then he texted me back. He was like, here's how you lock the back door. And I was just like, and I was so hungover. I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up in your bushes and I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
You're like, you don't even know my fucking last name.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah, man, yeah. I didn't know this guy's last name for a long time. But yeah, it was just so funny.
Did you take anything? Did you take anything?
I did not. No.
Have you?
Not from that guy's house.
You have previously?
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Who's to say if something slips in or not? Come on. Come on. I'm a busy woman.
Would you ever take something that you had to like throw over your shoulder? Or is it just what you can fit in your purse?
Depends.
Okay.
Depends on what it is.
Okay.
You mean like a statue?
Yeah, sure.
Like a painting?
Yeah, what if the David was there? Would you take it?
No, because I do not have the upper body strength to carry that. No. I have never stolen anything from a man's apartment. That is the truth. It is funny to pretend. It is funny to joke. But no, I think in a funny...
Have you ever left anything?
Nothing that I haven't gotten back.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people leave stuff on purpose, and I think that's crazy. But I always like, that's also the stuff of like, I got to make sure I got all my shit on me. Right. I don't want to leave my rings. I leave all my accoutrement on. Yeah. All my jewelry, that's all staying on. Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
I think it would be funny to steal like, weed or like a candle or like a watch,
right?
A
watch.
Why not?
Or like a photo of them with their family
to take to my home,
right?
So that I can have that in my home,
right?
So when he comes over, he feels like he's at home,
right? Yeah,
You're your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how'd this get here?
Or what if they're just like, why do you have a picture of my mom? You're like, that's my aunt.
Oh my.
And then they're like, oh my God, I fucked my cousin. Oh God.
No, I could see how you would think that's funny, but
it would be funny.
You're like, she's offending me, but I do think this is funny.
If you did that to me, I would think that's really funny. And I think I'd be like, I think I found the one.
No. No, I never stolen anything. And I would never do that. I have a good heart. Okay. Right. And also I immediately feel guilt. I would immediately feel like so guilty if I took something from someone's house. Yeah.
I don't think I would never steal anybody for anything from a person.
And like it would make, I don't know, like it's just very vulnerable to like have someone come to your house. And then especially if like it's like a one night stand sleeping over. No.
It's also vulnerable leaving somebody at their own like devices at your own place.
Yeah. I think it's this guy, we've known each other for a long time. For him to be like, yeah, you can like spend the night.
That's a little different. Okay.
Yeah. Normally I leave, but I was just like, I was really drunk and I looked at him and I was like, you don't ever understand. I'm a refugee at this point. You have to house me. Like I cannot make it back. I can't make it back to my house. And I was like, I'll leave as soon as day breaks, but I gotta stay here. But yeah, I think he kind of knows that I wouldn't take anything.
Okay.
My heart's too pure. Oh. I guess I'm too nice.
It is.
Where were we? Samantha going home with Capote Duncan. Oh, and then she left in the middle of the night. She grabbed all of her things and she left. Mm-hmm. While that's happening, Carrie leaves the nightclub on a Friday night.
Can we talk about that before that?
What?
About the guy with the tiny gums or tiny teeth with the big gums?
Oh, Kurt Harrington's back.
Did you see him grab her arm?
You know what I loved is that he went over to her and kissed her on the lips.
Didn't like that either.
And was like, girl, it was so good to see you. We should keep fucking casually.
Right.
And then he left her and went to go kiss another woman on the lips.
Right.
And I was like, if I was that girl that he kissed, I would be your crazy ex-girlfriend. I'd be like, who the fuck were you kissing what the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, I would have absolutely.
He's like, oh God, this is what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
And it totally backfires on her a little bit.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is what I always wanted. Oh yeah, if I'm free, I'm yours. Or something like that, whatever he says.
But I'm not free tonight, even though I just kissed you on the lips. I gotta go kiss this Asian woman on the lips.
And also aggressively, where you're gonna have a bruise on your arm from me grabbing
he grabs
you.
her,
like,
smacks one on her, and then is like, we should keep doing this, but not tonight. Right. I already have plans. Yeah, that is insane.
And he's like, good move with me making me go down on you and you not returning it.
He's like, that was honestly classic.
Dude, you're one of the boys.
It. Yeah, I love to get roasted, man.
Yeah.
So cool, actually, in the middle of the day. Carrie is out at 4:00 in the morning, I'm assuming, when the nightclub closed, on the quietest street in Manhattan that I've ever seen in my life. There's not a single soul outside in the city that never sleeps. Okay. Right. And she's trying to catch a cab.
In the late 90s, no less.
She's like, taxi. Nothing. She can't, and she's like, I might have to do the unthinkable and walk. I'm like, is there not a bus? You never see these bitches on a bus. They're never on a bus. They're never on a train. Carrie Bradshaw takes taxis everywhere. I don't know how she has the money to go get coffee, how she has the money to go to restaurants, and they're always eating Cobb salads together, and she always takes cabs. She is never in a fucking bus or any other type of public transit. And she's like, I'm so poor. Anyway.
Deanna, this is when she has a column on the paper. This girl's like a millionaire.
She's really hit it big.
Yeah.
And she's spending all of her money on designer shoes and Cobb salads.
I grew up thinking, if you got a column in a newspaper,
this is it.
You're living the life.
And you're technically Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah.
That was it. Did I get that reference right?
I think you did.
Well, he takes pictures.
Austin, did we get the reference right?
Yes,
Austin
Peter
did.
Parker, he's a photographer.
He's a photographer.
In New York City.
Mm.
Yeah, just for Spider-Man.
How exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But he does live with his aunt, so.
Oh, okay. So there's probably no rent.
Yeah.
And then
Carrie has to pay rent.
We get Miranda makes out with Skippy.
Oh my God. Yeah. So Miranda and Skip are making out. What I loved is like they kind of go back and forth, and then he grabs her to kiss him. And then she pushes him up against a wall. So there's that power dynamic of like, no, I'm going to be assertive and I'm not going to be the pussy bitch. And then in the end, he's still the one being dominated by Miranda.
Right.
Which I'm like.
What's your thoughts on the walk away? No, you're not walking away. I'm grabbing you for a kiss.
In the right context, you would know if the person is into it. I've had it once where I was just like, huh, weird. And it wasn't that assertive. It was just kind of like, wait, come back.
Oh,
wait, no.
Can I kiss you?
And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Well, I'm glad you got one in, buddy, because that's the last one you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I think it would be more romantic if it was like a kiss goodbye and I turn to go on my way and you get grabbed back for more.
Okay.
That is hot.
Yeah.
Walking away and being like, well, that's all I need to see here. And then getting pulled back and be like, right. That maybe not as exciting.
You also kissed her like really like soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was the one that was like, I'm going to push this little pussy bitch up against a wall. Yeah.
Skippy.
Yeah. That I was like,
skip on
not
out.
hot. I would never like push a guy on a wall to be like, I got to kiss you.
Yeah.
No. But they make out. And then Big comes for the car pulls up.
Yeah, real A Star Is Born energy.
Literally.
Yeah.
And she gets in, having only met this man once.
Right.
No conversation with him. She just gets after here, I'm going to pick up your condoms on the ground, and then hi at the club. That was it.
He goes, get in.
Get in.
What are you waiting for? Get in.
Yeah. She gets in.
Right.
And they have like the weirdest, like, it's not even flirty. It's just like weird subtext conversation.
Not even subtext, because like he goes, what do you do? And she's like, oh, I'm basically a sexual anthropologist. He goes, what, like a hooker?
Yeah. Are you a hooker?
So what do you? And she goes, no. She like flirts like, oh my God, I'm not a hooker.
You're so crazy. No, I'm not a hooker, even though you found.
Oh, what are you, a fucking whore or something?
It wouldn't be crazy because he did find an economy size pack of condoms in her bag.
Right.
So he's like, based on everything I know about you, you could be a sex worker.
Right.
And she's like, no, I'm actually a writer. And he's like, weird. That's weird.
Yeah, I know. And it was funny how you try to make like, what do you use, hooker or something? Like flirty. He goes, like a hooker or something?
Different time, man.
Oh, God.
If I got, one, I'd never get into a car with a man that I don't know. Yeah. And then also if I get in a car with this man and he calls me a hooker, I'm like, this is actually my stop. Yeah, right, exactly. I'm actually done here. Thanks.
And then he goes, you've never been in love before.
Yeah. And that shakes her in a way that no 30-year-old woman should be shaken. You should have, I feel like at that age, you should have a pretty much like a better hold on yourself of who you are and what you've experienced. And she's like, I've never been in love. It really did. Like the look on her face, she was like, hello, hello. Yeah, it was very much just like, okay, relax, dude. Like this guy doesn't know you. You met him once the other day. Like he doesn't, how are you going to let him read you to filth? She's like, have you been? And then drops her off at her home. They didn't even exchange names. They're just, are you a hooker? No. Have you been in love? No. Have you been in love?
Have you?
And then he goes, abso-fucking-lutely.
Ugh. Hated that.
And that's the end of the show?
That's the end of the show.
Ugh.
But before that, he she gets out of the car and she goes, "Thanks for the ride," and he goes, "Anytime."
Yeah.
Anytime.
I think he thinks he's Batman.
I think so too. Oh, is he Batman?
What? Well,
is that the show?
Oh, that's
is this
DC?
DC?
I spoil it.
Are we in the DC universe right
now? Fun things to watch as we move forward is Big's like sexy voice of like, and also his like little wave that he does of like it's like two fingers. It's like a.
Oh.
And he does that. He did that the first time they met. She turns around and leaves, and she looks back at him, and he just goes.
Oh, I don't like that.
And then she turns around again and like stumbles or whatever, and he laughs at her, idiot. And
he does at the party. Hi.
Yes, yeah. Hi.
When from 200 feet, she goes, "Hi,
hi.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. It's me, Carrie Bradshaw. I'm not a hooker."
Did you ever see Face Off?
No, but I know the plot.
No, the brother goes, "Hey, bro." Is this kind of same thing? Hi, bro.
Oh shit.
It's a
no.
weird reference.
But those are things I would look out for with Big.
Okay.
But also, it's like that episode.
So he's doing two fingers. I don't like that.
Two finger wave. Also, my least favorite part about the show is Carrie Bradshaw's tongue. Carrie Bradshaw will act with her tongue out in a way that is maddening. It starts like in episode 3 or 4, and she just goes like, "Oh, and I couldn't help but wonder." It's insane. This bitch's tongue is always out of her fucking mouth. In a way, I can't even describe it. And I'm so angry just thinking about it right now. And I don't want to end the episode like this because it's so annoying. But you will see it.
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay.
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
I'm excited because they didn't on Max where I watched it. They didn't tell. I didn't get a single like coming up.
No.
So I have no idea what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen this season.
Awesome.
I think it's 8 episodes, 10 episodes,
12.
12.
Yeah. Good place to start. Good place to start.
26 minutes. God, that was quick.
Yeah.
It ended and I was like, oh, I wanted more.
That's it. It also ends in a very weird way. It's just like a freeze frame of Carrie Bradshaw like leaving the car and just like that was it.
Right.
But
she's like leaving her career, being like, fuck this show.
I fucking, yeah. And so after this episode, Sarah Jessica Parker is like, this sucks. And she had all of these notes to fix it. And Darren Star listened and they reworked the show. And I think this, as we go on, especially even just jumping into the second episode, it's going to be a lot more, this is what the show is. And you're going to get, we don't really know that much about the characters, but like, it's also just the pilot. But I think that especially the next episode, you're going to get to know a lot more. Because it follows Carrie Bradshaw, but also it's like, there are these 3 other women that are living their also single lives to see all these different styles of dating. It's very, yeah. So that was the first episode. Jonah, based on that episode, do you think Sex and the City sucks?
Not yet.
Okay, so the first episode doesn't suck.
I like it. I thought it was a little darker than I thought it was going to be, which I enjoyed.
I don't think this episode sucks.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yes, for everyone keeping track at home. I don't think this episode sucks.
Okay. We're 1 for 1 on this one.
Yeah, we'll keep a running tally and see.
Okay. I'm excited.
Love it.
We have a journey here.
Was there any like, I don't know, like fashion that you really liked or like?
This is if I want to speak for the men,
that much.
This was during a time when like guys tops were just so baggy and not flattering at all. And it's just like this, like, it feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like the reverse of Big.
Yeah.
You know, like when Sebastian went down to being a kid again and he's in a flowing thing.
Absolutely.
I feel like a bunch of people are like, we should put that, but like on a real life boy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. The baggy suits. Yeah.
I'm so happy that's gone.
Well, also what I loved is Capote Duncan was in a full tux coming out of the gala with Charlotte. I think that was my favorite outfit.
That was a great look.
Yeah.
That was a good look. The gala look was good.
With the cummerbund, Charlotte's dress. Like I said, like the first episode, there's not really a focus on fashion and like there's no crazy outfits in there, but moving forward.
I will say the cummerbund though, when he sat down in the cab to be like, I need tonight to end in sex. I was like, not with that cummerbund on, bud. Like you look like you rented that suit.
That's a good point. He shows up to the nightclub in a tuxedo.
Right.
Like you couldn't have changed.
Right. Were you gonna fix your button or something? No. He's just like, no, I was just making out. I'm all boned up right now.
Yeah, he dropped the bow tie when he was with Charlotte, and then he gets in the cab, no bow tie, and he just goes to the club.
Yeah.
And I wonder like what that, they didn't show it to us, but like what that would have been. He walks in the club and he's like, "You, Samantha, let's go."
Right.
You know, it would have been fast because the night was already over, almost over.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have episode 2 to look forward to.
Episode 2.
Exciting.
Deanna, I'm excited for this journey.
Yay.
Yeah.
Me too.
Listeners, if you're excited for this journey, like you can always rate us. You can always make sure to subscribe so you get those updates every single week. So you don't have to find us. We find you. Oh, I didn't like that. We find you. We grab your arms. You don't find us. We grab your arms. Yeah. We make you kiss us.
We kiss you on the lips. And then we kiss another person right on the lips right after that.
But yeah, I'm excited, Deanna.